sea levels are on the rise. The weather is becoming increasingly more extreme and unpredictable. Species after species face extinction, and severe water shortage threatens dry regions. All of these are direct consequences of our greenhouse gas emissions, and a trend we must stop now.
This is our world. According to leading scientists, greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons are contributing to climate change. In the year 1997, representatives from more than 160 countries met in Kyoto, Japan, and committed to reduce their emissions of greenhouse gases. This is the Kyoto Protocol.
How does the emission trading scheme actually work? The emission trading scheme determines how much CO2 and other greenhouse gases we can emit. In 1997, most of the countries in the world signed the Kyoto Protocol. The aim of this agreement is that all industrialized countries should reduce their total emissions of greenhouse gases by at least 5% from 2008 to 2012, compared to their emissions in 1990. Tradable carbon units are one of the most effective weapons in the battle for a better environment. But what is a carbon unit? A carbon unit is a permit to emit 1 ton of CO2. This is equal to the emissions of a one-way flight from Oslo to Bangkok for one person, or 5 months of driving by an average Norwegian motorist.
Trading is still experimental. This is a Beijing Energy Investment Holding Company. It has established its own carbon assets management corporation. It will provide services to their electric power and thermal power sectors.
We have been actively taking part in carbon trading within our company since the Clean Development Mechanism was established in 2005. The thermal power and clean energy sector are also involved in international trading. We've also gained 2 years' experience through participating in China's regional trading pilot program, particularly in Beijing and Shenzhen.
Let's look at an example. Factory A and B have both been allocated carbon units by their authorities. Factory A decides to reduce its emissions by implementing climate-friendly measures. Their reduction efforts are in fact so successful that they have carbon units to spare. These can then be sold. Factory B, on the other hand, is unable to reduce its emissions and has to buy carbon units from Factory A, for instance. However, Factory B can also cover its emissions by investing in CO2 reducing measures in Factory C, which is located in a developing country. Although this country does not have any obligations under the Kyoto Protocol, the UN can still approve the emission reductions and give Factory B carbon units equivalent to the reductions in Factory C. So, regardless of whether Factory B buys units from Factory A or C, the result is reduced emissions.
Created using powtoon.